All right. Hold on. All right, yo. Welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. Look, I'm not really here for a long video today. I just want to quickly come and say a couple things, man. And as you can tell by the description and title of this video, I'm of course talking about how things are not always that deep, right? So what do I mean by that? This being a spiritual channel, right? We talk about a lot of spirituality, and a lot of times in life, we're in a situation where the government, the powers that be, society itself puts us in a situation where we take things, well, a lot of times they make us take things more seriously, you see what I'm saying, than they really need to be. And that's not always our fault to blame, right? Because that's a setup of orchestration and laws that were put up against us and for us to abide by and stuff like that, right? That by default puts us in certain energies of being too seriously in areas that don't even need to be. You see what I'm saying? But when you really look at these things spiritually, you start understanding that there's many different realms of realities out here, right? There's many different things going on, and spiritual law versus physical law, aka what people make you think what's right and wrong, is not really always the case spiritually. A lot of times, there is no right and wrong. There's only what's right for you and what's wrong for you, and what may be right for you may be wrong for somebody else, and vice versa. So it comes down to understand that a lot of times we take ourselves too seriously because life puts us in that situation. But most of this stuff is stuff that don't even need to be taken that seriously. And the only reason why we take it that seriously is because somebody's making us feel like we need to. And even if a person try to fight, like, yeah, but the world that we in now, they make us feel like you got to get this job. You do. You got to work. Yeah, you do in this society. You got to eat. You got to be able to provide for yourself. But who told you that that was the only way to do it? And I'm talking about metaphysically. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things and rituals that people can do to achieve much more things of success or material gain faster and without as much effort, with less effort. You see what I'm saying? And people don't even want to talk about that type of stuff. Um, there's things energetically in a lot of Eastern philosophies and Taoist, Taoist, uh, Chinese, Buddhist systems, Hindu systems. When they talk about energy, yo, shout out to Ahan, I don't know how to say it. La Paz. Shout out to you. But it's coming to place like they understood energy, because energy itself is what manifests. When you got energy stored up, you naturally manifest things. You know, we understand that each chakra deals with a certain level of life, right? So if you got enough energy in that area, you're gonna manifest things out of that area of life. If you want more sex in your life, you got more, a lot of root chakra energy, you're gonna attract more sex in your life. You're not gonna have to work as hard. The only reason why, and if you really paid attention, you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Like, the only reason why we gotta work hard in life and we think we gotta go about it a certain way is because of just that. People making you think that you can only achieve certain things, and that you have to do it by doing it this way, or you have to do it that way. You have to do it, but that's not really what it is. So when I be saying that it's not that serious, people put us in the world puts us in situations thinking that we gotta fight harder than we really do, and it's not that we don't have to do anything, but it's understanding that there are ways and shortcuts to getting things done that you don't have to put as much energy work into. You see what I'm saying? Because really getting into it, there's millions of runs of realities out here. Earth ain't the only one. When y'all be going through different things, whether it's an illness, whether it's pain y'all going through, health issues, money, being broke, poor, all that, anything that deal with it, that really come from this from reality. So what y'all be understanding, a lot of things that y'all got yourself stuck into is because y'all are in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that plays out. Um, so when you really understand what's actually going on, you'll realize that it's not as serious. Sorry, I'm walking around. It's not as serious as we try to make it, because this is not the only reality that exists. And once you really realize that, you realize most of the things that you stress yourself about are not even things that we're stressing. Not only for the simple fact that the only reason why you're stressing is because somebody else made you feel like you gotta stress about it. And whatever you do feel like you need in your life or may even need, they make you feel like the only way to get those things is through the way that they tell you you have to do it, or the way that they make you feel like is the only way to get it. You see what I'm saying? But once you realize you can lighten more of your load. Excuse these chickens. You can lighten more of your load when you also start realizing, like, dang, okay, I can achieve the things that I want by diving deeper into the metaphysical. And this was, excuse them, this was a lot of the concepts where people came up with rituals. Was they try to demonize them and say, oh, this is bad, voodoo is bad, magic is bad, when really they only put that down because individuals were already in spaces where they was doing these things, and some of the powers that be, the people in primitive times, didn't like that, so they try to give a negative stigma to it and call it dark magic or black magic. Well, a lot of people don't even know where that even came from, but it was power in it, and it's not about bad and good. Anything you got that you can use for good and bad. You can use, you can cook for to heal. You can cook to poison. You can have a gun and sword to protect yourself. You can have a gun and sword to hurt people that unjustly need be. You see what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with that. It's, bro, oh my God, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how that come into play. So I'm not trying to ramble. I'm gonna get up out of here, but that's what you gotta understand, right? And like I brought down before, there's many different realms of reality. So like, okay, even when you look at like health, right? A lot of people got illness issues, health issues. This ain't the only realm of reality. There's realms of realities where these processes of our bodies and health and like that don't even exist in those in different realms. There's realms of reality where you don't even have these not only same body parts, you don't even have these same energy signatures as a whole. Like what I mean by that is like illnesses and health problems, like that's the actual energetic signature. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of realms of realities out there that don't even deal with that energetic signature. Now, the closer of a realm of reality that you are to this one, y'all may share certain signatures, but even then it still plays out different because the only that you see in here that plays out, that only play out here. And this is why Earth is back to supported by the green energy signature. That's why most of Earth is green. When you look at it on the map, it's green because it's dealing with the growth, health, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of other energies come with that, the positive and negative, you see what I'm saying? But my whole point is those energies only exist in this realm. And other realm of realities they don't necessarily exist. It's this other shit to it. So I just came on this bit to ramble. I really didn't have anything of importance to say. I just wanted to just start spitting information just to get back because I'm gonna start posting videos again. But I gotta get back to doing. I got a lot of videos upcoming too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all, man. Much love, man. Whoever was here, and hit me up in the comment section if y'all need a video or y'all need